Hello, my name is Tyler,
My name is Josh.
and we are a band called 21 Pilots. Blurryface is the name of the record we dropped, and it's got a lot of backstory to it, but a quick version of it is it's a character came up with that represents a lot of my insecurities and our insecurities as a band, and it helped to give those insecurities a name and a face, a seat at the table that we could look across and really understand them. And so the record really, all the songs kind of have a common thread running throughout where this character is going to be defeated. So that's kind of where the name came from. The first record that we put out, called Vessel, it was written without really knowing if anyone was going to hear it, which created a very interesting dynamic, almost like this very pure vacuum where there was no fear. And then the next record, this one, Blurryface, it was written with a tension there where we knew that there was a fan base. We knew that for the first time that there would be some people who wanted to hear it. But how are we going to go back and get to that place again where we were creating things that were first and foremost for us and then to share? So there's never really a way to solve that issue when you have those two things pulling at you, writing for other people or writing for yourselves. You're never going to solve that, but it's a tension that you just really have to manage as a songwriter. And so I think that it took a lot of energy and a lot of time. But when we came out the other side, I think we made something we were really proud of.
Yeah, what's nice is you can go online and search and see why. A big thing is kind of who artists have worked with or kind of what their main thing is, and even that doesn't totally describe them because I'm sure there's other things that they're like wanting to do. But I felt stylistically, we had conversations, and a lot of our songs kind of will be different from one song to the next, kind of sonically or even almost genre-wise. And so it was kind of cool and challenging for us in a way to be able to budget each song for which one would go best with kind of each producer. And when we kind of found the ones that we really wanted to work with, it kind of seemed like we'd have a good sort of chemistry, like a good bond. Because that's a weird relationship with a producer. You just get very close in a weird way, and kind of just have to really trust them. So when we kind of did that, I think we then sort of felt comfortable about which guy was going to do what song, and then which direction they were going to kind of go, and which way we wanted to go with them, and but also really having our hand on all of it, kind of the whole time. I think was also important.
Yeah, I think when you hear that there were 3 or 4 different producers on a record, you get worried. As a listener, you wonder if it's going to make sense, if it's all going to fit together. And if anything, for us, we got to know these guys, and we knew what they brought to the table, their strong suits, and we got to pick, this song, which has already been completely written, completely demoed out. This song would go perfect with this guy who approaches a song a certain way. Every producer has his own or her own approach to songs, and even though at first it may sound like, we had 4 guys on this helping us out, we did, but we were very much, like Josh said, kind of had our hand on who got what and why they got it, and we were really excited about how it turned out.
When Tyler and I first kind of like met and became friends, I think it's we had some vulnerable conversations of kind of what we wanted and what we our sort of visions for kind of the future and what we'd personally want musically and together as a band. And I think it's important for anybody starting a band or doing something that you're passionate about. I think it's important to try and either raise the ceiling or completely eliminate the ceiling to allow yourself to continue moving forward. And that's our goal. Every day we want to get better at what we do, and to kind of realize that there's not really anything that should be out of the picture. That being said, when we did hear that the album was #1, neither of us knew what that meant at all because within that, I think our visions and dreams kind of just had to do with us just kind of playing music, sort of ignorant to all the numbers and charts and things like that. But as we started to hear more from people how important it actually was, it started to make sense that what it really meant was that there's such a large group of people who were invested in kind of listening to this album in its entirety, which to us is so cool. It's just one of the coolest things ever. So as time goes on and we learn a little bit more about what that means, we're super excited and encouraged by what's happening.
The way I look at it when it comes to how music is distributed or how people even get music, there's kind of this trust, kind of an agreement that goes on between the artist and the person consuming the music. Whether they're exchanging money or they're exchanging space in their phone for that song, there's some sort of exchange. And in order to get people to trust you, to want to give you that thing for your music, you got to create music that is real and transparent. And that's why a lot of the content that we have are talking about real issues that we've gone through. These songs are me. I don't know how else to say it, but these songs are exactly what I've wanted to say and the way that I've wanted to say them. And it's unbelievable that we're able to do this for a living. It's unbelievable that there are people who want to hear what I have to say. And at the same time, like, we want more people to hear it too. So I don't know if it's, we don't necessarily have a bone to pick with whether or not albums should be streamed or bought, but we do know that if we can get people to get our music in any way, then we're honored to be the few people that get that.
Hello, we're 21 Pilots, and you are watching Grammy Pro.